Hello everyone, it is time for the presentation of video lecture 13. Under this video lecture, the topic surface dressing is going to be presented. Now let us proceed to the surface dressing. Surface dressing, also known as a chip seal or tar and chip, is a cost-effective way to maintain and extend the life of the road. This process involves applying a thin layer of bitumen or asphalt emulsion to the existing surface and followed by a layer of aggregate chips. Here are some general outline of the process of surface dressing, which are introduction, preparation, application of bitumen, rolling and compaction, traffic management, and application of aggregate are going to be discussed. Now let us start from introduction. Surface dressing is a common road maintenance techniques used to waterproof and protect the road surface from wear and tear. It involves applying a thin layer of bitumen or asphalt emulsion to the road and followed by a layer of aggregate chips. This helps to seal cracks, prevent water infiltration, and improve the skid resistance. Second, preparation. Before applying the surface dressing, the road surface needs to be cleaned and any existing defects such as potholes or cracks need to be repaired. This ensures the smooth and uniform application of the bitumen and aggregates. The third one is application of bitumen. Once the road surface is prepared, the bitumen or asphalt emulsion is sprayed onto the road using a distributor track. This bitumen binder acts as a waterproofing agent and helps to bond the aggregate chips to the road surface. The fourth one is application of aggregates. After the bitumen is spread or applied, a layer of aggregate chips or a specific size and gradation is spread over the surface. This layer provides texture and skid resistance to the road, as well as protect the bitumen from damaging due to traffic. The next step is rolling and compaction. Once the aggregate chips are applied, a roller is used to compact the surface dressing and ensure proper adhesion between the chips and the bitumen. This helps to achieve a smooth, durable, and long-lasting surface. And the last one is traffic management. After the surface dress is applied, traffic may need to be controlled or restricted to allow the material to set and cure properly. It is important to allow proper traffic management procedures to ensure the safety of both workers and road users. Now, let us proceed to the next topic, which will be the benefits of surface dressing. Surface dressing offers several benefits, including cost effectiveness, improved skid resistance, waterproofing, and extending the life of the road. It helps to prevent further deterioration of the road surface and can be an effective maintenance solution for both urban and rural road. In general, surface dressing is a proven method for maintaining and preserving road surface, and when performed correctly, can significantly extend the life of the road while providing a safer and durable driving surface for motorists. Let's see the different types of surface dressing. There are several types of surface dressing techniques used to improve the quality and durability of road surface. Some of the most common types include tar and chips, bitumen emulsion, slurry seal, microsurfacing, double or triple surface dressing are the most common types of surface dressing. Now let's start from tar and chips. This method involves applying a layer of hot liquid asphalt or tar onto the road surface and followed by a layer of small stone chips. These chips are then rolled into the tar to create a strong, durable surface. The second one is bitumen emulsion. Bitumen emulsion is a mixture of bitumen and water that is used to bond together aggregate materials on the road surface. This type of surface dressing is often used for sealing and waterproofing roads. The next one is slurry seal. Slurry seal. Slurry seal is a mixture of bitumen emulsion, aggregate, and water that is applied to the road surface. It is used to fill in small cracks and provide a smooth, even surface finish. And the next one is microsurfacing. Microsurfacing is a polymer modified asphalt emulsion that is used to extend the life of the road surface. It is applied in thin layers to rejuvenate and protect the existing pavement. The other one is double or triple surface treatment. This technique involves applying multiple layers of bitumen emulsion and aggregate to the road surface to improve durability and skid resistance. These are just few examples of the types of surface dressing techniques used in road construction and maintenance. Each method has its own advantage and it is chosen based on the specific need for the road surface being treated. Let us see the most common methods of surface dressing. The most common methods of surface dressing include single surface dressing, double surface dressing, triple surface dressing, and racked in surface dressing. Let's see the single surface dressing. When applied as a maintenance operation to an existing bitumen road surface, a single surface dressing can fulfill the function required to maintenance reseal, namely waterproofing the road surface, arresting deterioration, and restoring skid resistance. A single surface dressing would not normally be used in a new road surface because of the risk that the film of bitumen will not give complete coverage. It is also particularly important to minimize the need of future maintenance and a double surface dressing should be considered more durable than a single dressing. However, a racked in surface dressing may be suitable for use on a new road base which has a tightly interweaved surface because of the heavier application of binder which is used with this type of single dressing. Let's see double surface dressing. Double surface dressings are robust and should be used when a new road base is surface dressed. Extra covers is required on an existing bitumen road surface because of its condition. And if there is a requirement to maximize durability and maximize the frequency of maintenance and resealing operations. The quality of double surface dressing will be greatly enhanced if traffic is allowed to run on the first dressing for a minimum of 2 to 3 weeks before the second dressing is applied. This allows the chips for the first dressing to adopt a stable interlocking mosaic which provides a firm foundation for the second dressing. However, traffic and animals may cause contamination of the surface with mud or soil during this period, and this must be thoroughly swept off before the second dressing is applied. Such cleaning is sometimes difficult to achieve, and the early application of second seal to prevent such contamination may give a better result. Sand may be sometimes used as an alternative to chipping for the second dressing. Although it cannot contribute to the overall thickness of the surface, the combination of binder and sand provides a useful growing medium for the chipping of the first seal and helps to hold them in place more firmly when they are poorly shaped. A slurry seal may also be used for the same purpose. The next one is triple surface dressing. Triple surface dressing may be used to advantage where a new road is expected to carry high strength volumes from the outset. The application of a small chippings in the third seal will reduce noise generated by traffic, and the additional binder will ensure a longer maintenance-free service life. The last one is racked in surface dressing. This system is recommended for use where traffic is particularly heavy or fast. A heavy single application of binder is made and a layer of large chippings is spread to give approximately 90% coverage. This is followed immediately by application of smaller chippings which should lock in the larger aggregate and from a stable mosaic form a stable mosaic. The amount of bitumen used in is more than would be used with a single seal but less than for a double seal. The main advantages of the racked in surface dressing are less risk of dislodged large chips, early stability through good mechanical interlock, good surface texture. The other types of surface dressing. These are sandwich surface dressing and pad coats. Sandwich surface dressings are principally used on existing binder-rich surface and sometimes on gradients to reduce the tendency for the binder to flow down the slope. Hard coats are used where the hardness of the existing road surface allows very little embedment of the first layer of chippings, such as on a newly constructed cement stabilized road base, or a dense crushed rock base. The first layer of nominal size of aggregate will be 6 mm, will adhere will well to the hard surface and will provide a key for larger 10 mm or 40 mm chippings in the second layer of the dressing. Let's see chippings for the surface dressing. The selection of chippings size is based on the volume of commercial vehicles having unloading weight of more than 1.5 ton and the hardness of the existing pavement. Ideally, chippings used for surface dressing should be single-sized, cubic in shape, clean and free from dust, strong, durable and not susceptible to polishing under the action of traffic. Samples of chippings should be tested for grading, flakiness index, aggregate crash value, and, when appropriate, the polished stone value and aggregate abrasion value. Samples and testing should be in accordance with the methods described in British standard BS 812 under bracket 1985, 1989A, 1989B, 1919A, and 1919B. The specification for maximum aggregate crash value or ACV for surface dressing chippings typically lie in the range of 20 to 35. For lightly trafficked roads, the higher value is likely to be adequate, but on more values trafficked roads, a minimum aggregate crash value of 20 is recommended. The stone value or PSV of the chippings is important if the primary purpose of the surface dressing is to restore or enhance the skid resistance of the road surface. Polish stone value required in a particular situations is related to the nature of the road site and the speed and intensity of the traffic. The resistance to skid is also dependent upon the micro texture of the surface, which in turn is affected by the durability of the exposed aggregate. This property is measured by the aggregate abrasion value. The nominal size of chippings normally used for surface dressings are 6, 10, 14, and 20 millimeters. Flaky chippings are those with a thickness smallest dimension less than 0.6 of their nominal size. In fact, the average least dimension is the average thickness of the single layer of chippings when they have bedded down into their final interlocking position. The amount of binder required to retain a layer of chipping is thus related to average least dimension of chippings rather than their nominal size. The most critical period for a surface dressing occurs immediately after the chippings have been spread on the binder film. At this stage, the chippings have yet to become an interlocking mosaic and are held in place solely by the adhesion of the binder film. Dusty chippings can seriously impede adhesion and can cause immediate failure of the dressing. The effect of dust can sometimes be mitigated by damping them prior to spreading them on the road. The chippings dry out quickly in contact with the binder and when the cutback bitumen or emulsion is used. Good adhesion develops more rapidly than when the coatings of dust is dry. Most aggregates have a special attraction for water rather than for bitumen. Hence, if heavy rain occurs within the first few hours when adhesion has not fully developed, loss of chippings under the action of traffic is possible. Where wet weather damage is considered to be a severe risk, or the immersion test, which shows that the chippings have poor affinity with bitumen and adhesion agent should be used. An adhesion agent can be added to the binder or used in a dilute solution to pre-coat the chippings. However, the additional cost of the adhesion agent will be wasted if proper care and attention is not given to all other aspects of the surface dressing process. Improved adhesion of the chippings to the binder film can also be obtained by pre-treating the chippings before spreading. This is likely to be most beneficial if the available chippings are very dusty or poorly shaped or if the traffic conditions are severe. There are basic two types of pre-treating chippings. First one is spraying the chippings with a light application of crochet, diesel oil, or kerosene at ambient temperature. This can be conveniently done as the chippings are transferred from stockpile to greetings, greeting lorries by a belt conveyor, or alternatively, they can be mixed in a simple concrete mixer. The second one is pre-coating the chippings with a thin coating of hard bitumen such that the chippings do not stick together and can flow freely. Chippings which are pre-coated with bitumen enable the use of grade of binder, harder grade of binder for construction, which can provide early strong adhesion and thus helps to obtain high quality dressing. The binder used for pre-coating need not necessarily is the same kind as that used for the surface dressing. For example, tar coat tar-coated chippings adhere well to a sprayed bitumen fill. Recoating is usually undertaken in a hot mix plant, and the hardness of the coating and thus the tendency of the chippings to adhere to each other can be controlled by the mixing temperature and or duration of mixing. Typically, coating temperature are about 140 degrees centigrade for bitumen binder and 120 degrees centigrade for tar binder. Let's see bitumen for surface dressing. The correct choice of bitumen for surface dressing work is critical. The bitumen must fulfill a number of important requirements that must be they must be capable of being sprayed. They should wet the surface of the road in a continuous film. They should not run off a cambered road or from pools of binder in local depression. They should wet and adhere to the chips at road temperature, and they should be strong enough to resist traffic force and hold the chippings at the highest prevailing ambient temperature and remain flexible at the lowest ambient temperature, neither cracked nor becoming brittle enough to allow traffic to pick up the chippings. And also, they should resist premature weathering and hardening. Some of these requirements conflicts, and the optimum choice for binders involves careful compromises. For example, the binder must be sufficient fluid at room temperature to wet the chippings whilst being sufficiently viscous to retain the chippings against the dislodged effect of vehicle tires when traffic is first allowed to run on the new dressing. Depending upon the availability and local conditions at the time of construction, the following type of bitumen are either either commonly types of bitumen are either commonly used in the tropic or are becoming so, which are penetration grade, cutback bitumen, emulsified bitumen, and modified bitumen. This is all about for today. Thank you for your attention.